Okay, so where we left off last time at the end of part 1 was basically I had Skull, 3 tallies, and I played a solo game, and I thought it might get it for me. It was my first solo game. Anything besides custom games, that was my first time doing it, and it didn't work, so I decided I was going to pick up some subs. These are the subs that are going to be in episode 3 of Taking Subs the Distance. As you can see the time on the dashboard, it's 7:52. When I did that earlier, I got my third tally at 7, so it's 40 minutes later. It's all in the same day. This was the first game that I played online with 3 subs. Like I said, Taking Subs the Distance episode 3, you can see that later in a couple days. But, so I got my knife in this game, and it was around, like, you'll see it's around 10 or 11, and that was the first time I actually checked. Who knows, I might have got it earlier, because you know it takes a little while for it to process when you're doing that online. Not for the tallies, but for like the base albums, it could take a little while. So I'm not exactly sure when I got it, but around 10 right there, as you guys can see, 11, most people can do that. So this was the first game. You can watch the previous video, part 1, to see. I showed you guys I had no online games played. I played that one solo game where I got to around like 30 or something like that, and this was my first game actually online with other people, and round 10, and I had my knife. So this supports the theory that the rank up quick strategy does work. Most people, you know, they play an online game where they're able to get, they have a round past 10 or something like that, so that supports the theory, you know, the rank up quick strategy does work. So now I'm just going to work towards getting the shotguns, and I'll be back. Okay, so something I forgot to touch on in the previous video was that I got the knife. It was around like 25,000 kills, so that's something for you guys to shoot for if you're going for the knife. Also, now you can see I have my 4th tally from playing that night. We got pretty far, and I haven't played much since, but I was able to get the 30,000 kills, as you guys can see right here. I got 30,000 just to get that theory out of the way, and I have 36 down, so you figure I have around like an 833 KD, something around there. The revives, those were all pretty much in the one game. That is all from the one game. And deaths, I have 26 deaths, and yeah, so basically what I'm going to do now is there's like an hour until rank up time. I'm pretty sure I will get the shotguns around there. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into a game real quick with some randoms, try to get to around like 10 or 15, see if I get the shotguns around when I did the other day when I got the knife. If not, I'm going to go into a game and I'm going to test out to see if I get it when the rank up time is, when I get my 5th tally, if it'll boost me up to the shotguns. So I'll be back. Okay, so let me get you guys caught up. Where we left off last time was I was going to go into an online game with some Randys and try to see if I'll get my shotguns like I did the knife. And it didn't happen. I got my 5 tallies and my blue eyes. I didn't feel like showing the video. There's no point. So then I played one game with my subs, and I was going to try to get the shotguns to see if it happened like the knife once again. And we only got to round 20 and they had to leave. So that was on Thursday night. Now Friday morning, afternoon, I played one custom game and I got 1K kills, and then I streamed the Piff Cup, the 3 vs 3 grief tournament, as you guys know, all Friday night. So I had no time to play on this account. So and by the way, thanks to everybody that came out. That was a success. We had a lot of fun. And so this was my first custom game after streaming the Grief Cup. As you guys can see, I only have 364 kills, and I got the shotguns. And this was a little theory that I had. This is what took me on my other account, is I had to wait until rank up time after having my 5 tallies and my blue eyes. Right here I'm going to show you some messages I got from a sub. He just sent me these, and I thought I would show him just for more proof that it was right after the grief tournament, and it was right after I played. I didn't play a bunch of games. He said crazy tournament. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you, Crazy Banana. Shout out to him and everybody, like I said, everybody that came out. And so yeah, this is the theory that I had. I could have got him a lot easier with a lot of less kills, I believe, if I would have spaced it out. But I was trying to get him as quick as possible, and I obviously didn't do enough because I didn't have enough time. I wasn't able to get like a lot of kills, like 50,000 or something like that in like 3 days because I was busy with videos and other stuff. But I think I could have got him that way, or I could have got him a lot easier with less kills if I just would have spaced it out a little better. That's why some people were able to get it around 15 or 20k kills. So here's my leaderboard. As you guys can see, I have 38,000 kills. No, not 38,000. 33,000 kills. I had 38 downs. Grenade kills. I'm just going to go through all the stats right here, show you guys this. Deaths, I have 27. Perks drank. Doors. Hits. Traveled miles only, I think that says 62. I can't see the screen's really small and I have voiceover. I'm just going to show you my leaderboards real quick. This is the main thing that I wanted to show you guys, is that I only played 5 games online. I only played 5 games online, and I'm going to get into that for a second. Well, basically the reason that I did that was because I wanted to prove that my rank up strategy does work. I wanted to throw out, right there's the town. That's the survival round. You guys know about that. And then right here was the taking subs the distance on 4s, which doesn't matter. I clicked out of it real quick because I want to wait for you guys to see that episode. But that didn't really matter because, as you guys saw in the video, I ranked up at like round 10. So that round really did nothing, I don't think, in my eyes. I don't think that played any factor into me getting the shotguns because I got the knife with that round at round 10, as you guys saw early in the video. I forgot to show Nuketown, so I didn't want anybody to say anything about that. So I threw in this other clip real quick so I could show you Nuketown. No rounds played on that. And so yeah, only 5 games played online. Let's see. Yeah, I played 2 solo games like I told you guys about. I did the one taking subs the distance where we got pretty far, and I did 2 games where I tried to get the shotguns, one with Randy's and one with subs. The one solo game I did get to round 30, but that didn't really do much. While only 5 games online, I did this to prove my rank up quick strategy does work and to throw out this rounds rumor. Now, I do believe rounds does help, high rounds it does help you, but it's not the main factor. As you can see, I still believe KD is the main factor, and the rank up strategy quick does work. As you guys can see, I only played 5 games online, so I don't know what else I could do about that. A little recap real quick is I got the 2 bones on my 3rd game, 1,526 kills and 0 downs. I got the skull in the 20th game, 7,481 kills and 9 downs. I got the skull and the knife around the 60th game and around 25,000 kills and 30 downs. I can't really check that because I was in the game doing the taking subs a distance. I got the shotguns at 33,782 kills and 38 downs. So that's a little ballpark for you guys to shoot for people that reset their stats or yeah, that are starting with new accounts. Now, something I do want to touch on is I know like a lot of people are going to be like, well, how does this help me out? Because I don't have a new account. I have you know, I have like 80,000 kills, 100,000 kills. I can't reset my account because there's no more glitches for that or anything like that, and I don't want to buy a new account. How does this information help me? Well, the reason that I did this was to prove to you guys that the rank up strategy quick does work. So honestly, what I would recommend, guys, is I would recommend just doing the rank up quick strategy, get your KD up, and then if you want to, when you know you have people online that you can go to a high round with, I would recommend just getting together and going for a high round. And I think this would help you guys out a lot quicker, help you guys get your KD up, and help you get to the level that you want a lot quicker than going into online games with random people or playing online games like every time that you're on. It takes a long time. Like it could take a good hour to an hour and 30 minutes to get 1,000 kills when you're playing with 3 to 4 people. But if you can go into my rank up quick strategy and get it in 30 minutes, it would save you a lot of time. It would help you guys out a lot. So I know there's a lot of people that didn't believe that it did go to leaderboards or it did work, and I do believe that. That's why I played the only 5 games online. I do believe it works. I mean, most people can play 5 games online. They're able to get to round 30 on solo or get to like round 30 with 4s or around there. I mean, like I said, once again, that didn't have any factor in this because I got the knife at round 10 on that round where I got really high. I don't think it really did anything. I didn't even rank up for a day or a day and a half after that. So I think that played no factor into this. I just had to wait the time like I did on my other account where I had to wait an extra day after getting my 5th tally in Blue Eyes because it was a new account. Now, people that reset their accounts, it already has, I think it kind of gives them credit for playing. Like it doesn't reset it completely. Like it still recognizes that they played the game. So that's why they're able to get it with like a shotgun with 3 tallies. Like they're able to wake up with the knife and 3 tallies, the shotgun and 3 tallies. Or people that, you know, when they were on their skull, it took them like 5 days to get their shot on their skull to get their knife. It took them like 3 days to get their knife, and then they're able to jump from the knife to the shotgun. So that can happen that way, but I think if you're starting from the scratch to the end, it's going to take at least 5 to 6 days. So that's that, guys. And like I said, for everybody that's wondering, I mean, there's the proof right there. Like I said, if you need help, I mean, I would just recommend doing the rank up quick strategy, get your KD up, and then go for high rounds when you can, when you have good people on, you know you can go for high rounds. So if you guys could just follow me at Twitter at Sir Piffington, that's with 2 N's. Also, don't forget to sub, comment, and like. If you guys could help spread the word about this video now, I know it does help me if you guys sub, but also spreading the word out and for other people is because I get messages all the time where people are like, man, I wish I knew about your videos earlier. I wish I knew about the reset glitch or about KD. And I'm like, yeah, man, I mean, there's not much I could do. Just you got to be a sub. You get the information right away. So it does help me, but it also hopefully we can get this information out to more people and we can help more people out. because I feel like there is a lot of people that don't know about this. So if you could help spread the word, I'd appreciate that. And also, I'm thinking about selling this account. I put a lot of time and work into it, and I'm not gonna really use it. So if anybody's interested in that, they can inbox me on YouTube. And other than that, more videos coming soon. Thank you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.